Okay, my name is Gbenga Adebiyi, and I'll be taking us on this fantastic journey. It's nice and wonderful to be here, and I hope we can get one or two insights from my short session. So I'll be using my slides, so I'll be sharing my screen. So after session, I'll be taking questions, so we can all ask questions. So good good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, good evening, depending on our location, and welcome once again to this session. So I'm about sharing my screen now. Okay, so I'm doing that now. I believe we can all see my screen. Hello, everyone. Can we see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so my name is... All right, thank you very much. My name is Gbenga Adebiyi once again, and I'll be talking about, freelancing, remote jobs, the gig economy, and how you can convert your skills and knowledge to income online. There are different ways to... The internet has been profitable, or the internet has been generating income for a lot of people, and a lot of things have happened this year that fast tracked a lot of technologies. There's a research that says the digital transformation that was meant to take 2 years took 2 months because of COVID-19. So, and I believe most of us, saw the effect of COVID-19, even though economically we are beginning to see the effect of COVID-19. So, it's an opportunity to diversify. This is an opportunity to have an extra income by the side, or even go full time, depending on how you want it. And it is something that has been working for people, a lot of people, and it's something you can also give a trial. This is my profile. I've been an advocate for online work and human capital development. I've been a freelancer for the past 5 years. I've done other businesses too. Then this year alone, at least this number got increased just because of the effect of COVID-19. I've trained over 8,000 people this year alone across different mediums. I've helped more than 200 people land online jobs this year alone. I think that's what I should put in this profile. This particular one was talking about one of the classes I held in February, where about 27 students got their first jobs in a space of 3 days. That's an achievement I'm proud of, because it's making people who don't know what freelancing is, or who don't know what making money online is, that's from the unknown, and taking them to a place where they all made dollars online. It's something I'm proud of, and I'm so for creating opportunities and making, creating empowerment for youth, creating empowerment for people, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I strive for, and that's what I'm continue to do. So the world as we know it has changed. A lot of things are happening. A lot of trends are changing. A lot of things are happening. We have work from home. We have the gig economy. We have, even some companies are benefiting from this. COVID-19, as I said earlier, fast-tracked a lot of things. Video conferencing, Zoom. At the time, even till now, at the time, Zoom's market capitalization was bigger than the whole top 5 airline companies combined. Zoom grew so big, as in so fast and so big because of COVID-19. The lockdown created a lot of digital transformation loopholes. A lot of companies who didn't understand or who didn't digitize their operations had to, be forced to do that. A lot of companies had to think of work from homes. Some had to follow their staff. Some had to even, fire or sack staffs, because a lot of changes, a lot of things happened. And it's about, I tell people I'm a realist. It is about when things happen, we can hope for better, which is good. At the same time, we can face the realities and think of how, the new changes that are happening, and how do we leverage, how do we take advantage. So that's what I'm going to be sharing. That's what I'm going to be talking about. The internet has created a lot of millionaires, a lot of thousandaires, a lot of benefits for people. And it's something I tell or something I talk about regularly that you are either selling something or buying something on the internet. It's just a tagline to say we are currently using the internet right now for our meeting where people are in different locations so we can talk and meet. And research has shown that there are 3% producers, while the remaining 97% are consumers on the internet. Most people just go to the internet to consume content. Content can be in text, video, audio, that's podcast, video, YouTube, text on Twitter, pictures on Instagram. Most people just go to consume, while the creators are just few. Just research has shown that there are about 3% thereabouts. If a video of a Lasisi, one of the popular video skit maker in Nigeria, one person can create a video and you will see 500 and something thousand views on that one video. YouTube videos, you see a million, a billion, 100 million views on one person's content. So the question you should now ask yourself is this: are you a consumer or are you a producer on the internet? Because the internet has created opportunities for people who are producers. If you are consuming, you need to deliberately think of how you can produce. Because as you are consuming other people's content, they should be consuming yours too. So, and you can sell products, you can sell services, you can sell your knowledge and your skills, actively or passively. I'm going to be talking about how you can sell your knowledge and your skills actively. That's what this session is about. Because you can sell products via e-commerce. There are a lot of e-commerce benefits, e-commerce platforms where you can sell products. Some local, some international. Shopify is one example of selling products via e-commerce internationally. You can sell services online, via consultations, via courses. You can also sell other people's services or other people's products via affiliate marketing, or you can sell your knowledge and your skills via online work, as I said, which is what I'll be talking about. Online work is converting your skills and your knowledge or your skills and your expertise to income online. And basically, talking about skills, there are skills and there are high income skills. Online, your skills are what you are hired based on, basically. You need a skill that is valuable, you need a skill that is specialized, and there are skills and there are high income skills, and the focus should be on you getting an high income skill. And what kind of skills am I talking about? I'm talking about digital skills, basically. I'm talking about skills that have the highest values in the marketplace, and skills that are not generic, skills that you've focused or you've niched to become a specialist in. These are skills that ensure that you get paid. These are skills that ensure that you can, generate as much income as possible via the different platforms or online. And where can you learn these skills? Today we have free platforms where you can learn skills if you don't have them, or where you can upgrade your skills if you have skills. There's a World Bank report, or there's a report that was talking about the future of work that says anything you learn or things you know 5 years ago, they are now currently redundant. So if you have skills 5 years ago or plus, I believe everybody here even attended universities more than 5 years ago, meaning everything you learned is currently redundant. So you need to update those skills, or you need to get new skills if you need them. And I have students, or I have people who have taken action. I have people who learn graphics, digital marketing, writing, database management, video editing. There are a whole lot of them that have learned these skills and they've been able to convert these skills to income. And they've been able to make good incomes using these platforms. I have a student who via digital marketing, who learned digital marketing in the space of 2 weeks, as Facebook has to be precise, and who currently does between 50 to 100K per week. I have writers who do 10, 50, 100. I even had a particular writer who got a gig of 6,000 USD, three separate gigs in a month. That's one unique guy. I have graphic designers who have grown their platforms, portfolios to become top rated on these platforms. I have a database management student who landed a job, while working in Lagos. He landed another job that's online via this platform that I'll be talking about, working with an international company, and they pay her about 500 USD every 2 weeks. So I have video editors who are doing very well for themselves. One particular one even got a gig, he's a beginner. He got a gig that will be paying him $10 every day, which is, You can, the point is starting and the point is building for where you start. So what am I trying to do? So I'm trying to say there are a lot of benefits or there are a lot of opportunities out there if you can learn how to convert your skills and your expertise to income online. Working online, which can be called remote work, is working from home, mobile work, flexible workspace, a work arrangement where you don't need to commute, you don't need to travel, is a decentralized, working. No, the office system or the building system is centralized workspace. Why? I'm talking about how you can be an independent contractor, someone who is self-employed. You don't have to commit to one single long-term employer. Instead, you're working independently for several people at the same time. You're dictating who you work with, or you are freelancing. So that's the term we use for it. So that's what working online is all about. And you can get remote jobs, you can get freelancing, because meaning you can get short-term gigs, or you can get long-term gigs. Freelancing are mostly short-term contracts, while remote jobs are mostly full-time gigs where you can get between 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000 USD per year, depending on the company or depending on the skills you have. You can do this full-time, you can do this part-time. It does not stop your 9 to 5. And there are different platforms where you can leverage this, different platforms where you can convert your skills and your knowledge or expertise to income online. We have freelance platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, Top Tower. You can Google these platforms, you can read about them, or Angel List, work remotely, flex jobs, where you can get remote jobs or remote gigs. So basically, how do you leverage these platforms? You have the skills, you have the expertise, then you need to understand, or you need to leverage you need to learn how to navigate these platforms. They have fundamentals you must understand, and basically they also have unique things that are unique to the different platforms. Always select a job based on your capability. So select a job you can do. Go for jobs that are with verified payment methods. Strive to deliver high quality work, because you will need to build your reputation on this platform. So you are starting up as a newbie and just learning about this platform. You've gotten the skills, you've gotten the expertise, then you learn how to navigate the platform. You can learn on your own, or you can learn with a coach, you can learn with someone who will guide you. Then you start building your reputation. You don't necessarily need all the skills, you can just pick one and go deep. Then find what is profitable. I was talking about high income skills, because there are skills and there are high income skills. There's most people, when they come online, they talk about, the easier skills or the easiest skills. They talk about, can I do virtual assistant? Can I do data entry? Or can I do writing? These are skills, yes, and I have people who are doing well, which I talked about previously. But understand that there's a demand and supply that happens on these platforms, or there's a demand and supply that happens on working online. So you need to ensure that you separate yourself from the crowd. You need to ensure, that's why I mentioned specializing. You need to ensure you find skills that are very, 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 high income. So then there are skills like that, which I would talk about basically. So transitioning into working remotely, age is just a number. I've had people who are young, people who are old, who are doing well. You can start part-time before diving in full-time. You don't need, to do it full-time. You can start part-time with what you're currently doing. And I like talking about the testimonial of a 20-year-old programmer. I like to share his story, because he's 20 years old, and his story was shared by one of the top popular content platform for millennials. His story was shared, and he makes about 3,000 USD per month. He talked about his story, he shared how his beginning is and where he is currently. But so for my point is, for a 20-year-old to be doing 3,000 USD, he has not even completed school, because where his story was shared at the beginning of the lockdown. So he's still in school, he's still in the university, but he does 3,000 USD per month. That when the story was shared, was about 1 million. With the current exchange rate, that's for those in Nigeria. Yeah, you can do the math for what 3,000 USD, and and it does not even mean you start with 3,000 USD. You can start with just 500 USD, move to 1,000 USD. I think what is very possible is, if you have the determination, the perseverance, and the patience to succeed, a lot are very possible for you to achieve. Some of the best practices include, you needing a skill or you having a CV or resume for remote gigs that you can use to apply for jobs. And after you apply for the jobs, you prepare for the interviews, on and on. And that this is just the way the processes for these platforms are just like the normal offline. That's for remote gigs now. Even for freelancing, some platforms will require you get interviewed by clients or you submit interest, you submit proposals on how you can get these gigs. And so just understand that first you need a skill, then learn how to navigate the platforms, then you apply for jobs or apply for gigs you can do on these platforms, then you get interviewed. Some of your targets, as I said, you need a skill. This is what I was talking about. You need someone who will guide you through. Then you need to understand the platform you are using. There are different platforms which I will talk about. There are different platforms. And you must master three things across any platform you choose to use. You must master how to profile, how to present yourself on these platforms. You must master proposals. That's how to, for Upwork, one of the platforms I'm very, very familiar about. You need to present yourself when you show interest in these gigs. And you must master how to search for jobs on these platforms. So these are the platforms which I shared. For Upwork, for example, Upwork, there are about 100,000 plus jobs per day on this platform that you can choose from. Around 40,000 to be precise, where 60,000 new jobs get posted on this platform. That's according to Upwork CEO. So if a platform produces 60,000 gigs and all you need is just 1 gig, which can become a long-term gig. For someone like me, I had the opportunity of working with an international company all through last year, which I've had students who have gotten a lot of gigs with a lot of companies or with a lot of individuals internationally. So this is very possible. So all you need to do is learn how to navigate Upwork or learn how to navigate Fiverr. I've had students who have made different income for themselves, 2,500, recently 1,000, 2,000. I've had a student who told me how he was able to make $100 just using an idea in the space of less than 10 minutes on Fiverr. So I've had stories like that. People Per Hour is a platform for created in the UK. So a lot of things done there is pounds compared to others that work with USD. So I've had students who have made, recently one of my students made around £50 on the platform, meaning possibilities and things is happening to people. As I said, I have created more than 200 people this year alone. So that is, and what I try to tell people, if one person can do it or if it is done, it means you too can also do it. TopTal is a platform for the elites. So if you're an elite or if you have someone that has a lot of experience in more like if you're a top rated, maybe management or top rated skilled person, if you can go for the TopTal. Then we have remote gigs platform like AngelList. AngelList is a platform where they post startup jobs. You can get startup gigs. I have a student who got a gig working with an Indian startup company via AngelList. We work remotely is a job board platform where they post a lot of jobs, and you can, from project management jobs to programming jobs, to digital marketing jobs, to customer support jobs, and we work remotely and so on. Remote OK is also similar to we work remotely. Remotive is similar to we work remotely. They are all job boards, and there are a whole lot of platforms like that. Then we have FlexJobs. FlexJobs is one of the biggest remote gig platforms where you can get full-time, freelance, contracts. You can get a lot of jobs. For FlexJobs is a paid platform. So apart from every other platform there is free, but for FlexJobs, because they pride themselves by saying, they're one of the biggest, if not the biggest for remote gigs. So it's paid. So for you to be a member or for you to get jobs via the platform or gigs, you need to become a paid member. Every other platform is free. So these are some of the examples of the platforms that you can use to convert your skills and expertise to income. So step by step, what do you need to do? Learn a new skill, or update your old skills. Pick a platform. I've talked about the different platforms. Learn everything you can about it. You can learn on your own. You can learn with a coach or a mentor or a guide. then start earning. So it's as simple as that. All that matters is that you take action. So thank you very much. It's been wonderful. So I'll be taking questions now. Thank you. So thank you very much. I can take your questions now, please. Questions, please. Are we here? Let me see.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Adebiyi. So you mentioned particular skills that are quite popular on these remote platforms, like Upwork and the rest. So apart from these skills, video editing, copywriters, graphic designers, I mean, what are the chances for other sort of roles on these platforms outside this?
Okay, so that's a very, very good question. Thank you very much for that. The thing is this, different platforms have different skills that you can use to offer, that you can offer on the platforms, different platforms. So I talked about Upwork, so which I'm going to be sharing my screen now to share some of the skills on Upwork. Okay. Upwork is one of the biggest for freelancing. And one of the reasons why Upwork is one of the biggest is that they have the opportunity of where you can offer diverse skills. So I'm sharing my screen now. So this is Upwork. Upwork is one of the biggest platforms, and for Upwork we have diverse categories. So it's not only the ones I talked about. There are a whole lot of categories on Upwork. For example, you can be a web development, IT and networking, data science and analytics, engineering and architecture. We have design and creative for graphic designers, brand people, art and illustration people, writing, translation, legal, admin support, customer service, sales and marketing, accounting and consulting. So I'm showing you all these to show you that there are diverse skills, and each of these skills have people who have, done very, very well on them. So it does not, there are a whole lot of skills that you can use to convert to income. I believe I've been able to answer the question very well.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know Upwork. I mean, I use Upwork to recruit. So, but when I go there to recruit, I go there to recruit developers. So I use it a lot to recruit, when I'm looking for foreign developers, that's what I use. So my question was more of, I think you've answered it sort of, Sha, but my question was more, what are the chances for other roles? So like a HR freelancer, for example, what are it's not common that you see people go there to hire HR. I mean, I'm speaking from my perspective, but I may be wrong. So I was just wondering, what are the chances, 50-50 that people actually, yeah, I know they are there, but do people actually go there to hire HR freelancers, accounting freelancers, admin freelancers?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Compared to the other skills. So yeah, I know that they're there, but I mean, what are the chances that, they get hired or they have as much prospects as these other people in your testimonials, that you've mentioned? Because you don't have those sort of roles in your testimonies, for example. So I'm guessing it's because it's not common.
Okay, well, for my testimonials, as I said, I have more than 200 this year alone, so I could not put everything inside the slide.
Okay.
But I have, for two weeks ago, I worked with a student. Is it 2 weeks? Last week I worked with a student from the UK. Her category is under accounting and consulting.
Okay.
We worked together, so she was, basically a business analyst. So under management and consulting, and in 3 days she landed a $80 per hour gig for 10 hours.
Okay.
In 3 days. So answering your question, yes, there's a demand and supply for different skills. Some skills
Yeah.
have more demand than the others.
Than others, yeah.
Yes. Oh, whose mic is that? Sorry, let me try to mute the mic.
Okay, I think it would not be to be good to just mute our mics, please. If we are not speaking.
Okay, I've done that. Sorry about that. I've done that. So I've muted everyone's mic. So basically, there's a demand and supply for jobs on this platform, which is true, what she said, which is true. Some skills have more demand. That's quality, quantity-wise now. Some skills get more quantity jobs than others. So we have people that demand for IT and even web development. Even data science is one of the upcoming skills that is getting more demand recently compared to maybe engineering and architecture. The skills are not that much compared, but design and creative get a lot of demand. Writing, one of the highest in quantity. Translation tool gets demand. Legal, specialized. Admin support, also a big quantity. Quantity-wise, they get a lot of demand. Customer service too, they get a lot of demand. Sales and marketing, they get a lot of demand. Accounting and consulting, it's not about quantity for this one. From my experience, some people have been able to get jobs that's on this particular platform. For accounting and consulting, it's not quantity, it's quality. They get quality jobs more than quantity. So an admin person now will get maybe, when you go through an admin support job board, you can see jobs of $10, $5, $30, $35. You see the red $100, $200, $300, but you see more of the $50, $20, $100. You see more quantity-wise, you see more less jobs. But for people in the accounting and consulting, they don't see more jobs, but they see quality jobs. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. They don't see more jobs quantity-wise. So if I show you, if I'm able to log into my account now, if I'm able to log in and just show you, and we search for jobs in admin support, you will see thousands, maybe say 5,000, 10,000 jobs, compared to when we search for jobs in accounting and consulting, might be just 1,000. So that's just in comparison, the demand for some jobs are higher than others. I'll be able to take more questions, please. I believe I've been able to answer that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, please, other questions, please. Questions, please. Okay. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah, you can unmute yourself now if you have questions. Yes, you can unmute yourself. So questions, please. Oh. I'm ready to take questions.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, if in terms of demand, what would you say are the top 5 skills out there?
Okay, so this is a very good question, and for me, really, we have
like
sorry,
can you hear me? For example, myself, I'm in the engineering field. I do it a lot for controls, automation, coding, low-level languages, high-level languages, but I would rather shift a little bit if I were to go into this. So I like to see or know the 5 top in demand skill sets out there outside engineering and anything.
You said you deal in some low-level languages, high-level languages. Can I ask the examples of the language?
Controls, electricals.
Okay. So basically, for engineering, you would the jobs quantity-wise for engineering are not that much. I will not deceive you. That's on using Upwork as a case study now. For engineering and architecture, for this category, the jobs compared to say when you shift into say the programming languages, web development, mobile development, software development, they have more, compared to engineering. But even at that, engineering still so okay. I'm going to log into my account so that I can answer and I can just show you one or two things. So engineering still takes a place. There are still people who still get jobs in engineering, but compared to other languages, that's other programming languages now, they are not that much. Have I been able to answer your question?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm very comfortable with coding, so I wanted to see what other skills aside engineering, aside my field, that is good out there. Any other the top skills apart from engineering that is out there,
Yeah,
like the top five.
We can talk about mobile development. Mobile development is the top skill. And then any skill in data science and analytics is very, that's big data science and analytics is top. Then we have the web development, software development, and project management. We have then the sales and marketing. That's where the digital marketers and other market strategies come in. It's one top skill too. So the copywriting is a very top skill because a lot of people need that. So yes, those are some of the top skills.
Okay, that's good.
So I want to show you some engineering jobs, just examples of some. Which engineering basically are you?
Instrumentation and controls, electrical controls, automation, project management.
Let me just show you engineering jobs generally. So these are some, like I just logged into my account to show so that you can, basically practical, see some jobs related to engineering. So these are engineering related jobs. So these are some of some engineering related jobs, interior, So you need to search well, but just to tell you that yes, there are engineering related jobs. Okay, this one is CV engineering. So yeah. So any other question, please?
Okay, can you throw a little bit more insight on data analytics? Since I'm already in the engineering field, I'd rather not delve into that. I'm quite comfortable where I am, so I'd rather try something like data analytics.
Moses, were you trying to ask a question?
Yes, I was, but I heard someone on the background, so I had to keep quiet.
Oh yes, I didn't hear his own question, but I can.
Oh,
Can I
so
go
sorry
ahead
about
now?
that.
Okay, so let him repeat his question, please.
Okay, yeah, I said I'd rather get more info on data analytics. I'm already in the engineering field, so I wouldn't want to go into that again. I would say I'm very comfortable where I am, so I'd rather try something totally different, like data analytics.
Yeah, data analytics is good, very good. Just improve your skills. The advanced Excel, the Tableau, the Microsoft Power BI, it's data analytics is yes, it's a very, very good field, and it's, quality and quantity, yes. Data analysis it ticks both boxes. So I can take the next question, please.
Yeah, Moses, you can go ahead now, Moses.
All right, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. B.
Okay.
I'm going to speak to my function. As a lawyer, and from your experience too, how do we fit into this freelance job? First of all, knowing full well that it is we have divisional limits. How do we fit into?
Okay, the thing is for lawyers, yes, you can also key into it, but lawyers also, especially legal jobs, they face the quantity and quality conundrum. There's a lot of quality jobs legally than quantity. That you get more in quality than quantity. So you don't get much. So when you're searching, you can just maybe compared to someone who is searching for a writing job who can see 100 jobs to sift through, a lawyer can just see maybe 5 jobs to sift through, and might not see the ones that interest him on her at that moment. So, but yes, you can key in. And let me tell you something about freelancing. Freelancing is not just these platforms. Freelancing is also saying, how you can also use social media to freelance to basically you won't call it freelancing at that, but there's a way you can talk about, as a lawyer, there's a way you can, leverage social media for consultancy, so which is something you should, you should be doing in this period. So you can be getting projects or you can be getting jobs, via that. And I believe you should be trying something similar. But yes, as a legal practitioner, you can use the platform. I wanted to show you some of the top jobs on this platform, but let me just go into legal so you can see some of the legal jobs on the platform. So yes, you can, but it's more of for legal now. It's more of it's quantity over quality. It's quality over quantity. Sorry, for legal.
Which one? The one on blue.
So hello. So you can see these are some of the these are some of the legal jobs. These are some of the legal jobs. So far the legal person I know, it's as I said, it's rare because for legal people they get people require more lawyers who are in their location than people who are outside their location for legal gigs. That's on this platform. So that's from experience, that's what some of my legal people have faced. But they still see those jobs they can do, but they're not that common. So I'll be sincere with you. Any other question, please?
Hello. Okay, I have a contribution.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello. Okay. So yeah. So I just wanted to share this. I know that we're asking as relating to our specialties, as relating to our profession, what we're already doing. But I want to kind of also
I can't hear you.
Encourage that. Wow. So, hello. Is it better?
Yes.
Hear me? Is it better?
Yes, it's not better.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that I want to.
Hello, I can't hear anyone again. Are we still here?
We're here. I don't know. Maybe you might having network issues.
Okay. Okay, so please, I can take more questions before we round up, please. Questions, please. Okay. In the event of no question.
All right. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's breaking a little.
You're breaking. Maybe you should put your message in the chat.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
breaking.
No problem. I'm driving. I'm still driving. So sorry. I think I just leave it then. If you can't hear me, then let me allow it. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So any other questions before so that we can call it a day? Okay. So basically, in conclusion, there are a lot of opportunities that you can leverage. And so one of the suggestions I realized Yoma was trying to talk about was he was talking about we are talking from our occupation. So maybe he's trying to say you can also, I don't know, but maybe when he puts one wants to say in the chat. But basically you can leverage this with your occupation, that's with what you currently do. And you can also learn new skills. Learning new skills is easy. It's easy to do. As in, what you need is the determination. There are a lot of free platforms to where you can learn any skill you want to learn. As in, depending on anything you want to learn, there are a lot of free platforms where you can learn them. So you can learn them, meaning that it can be an addition to what you normally do. So say I'm a lawyer. I'm just using this as an example. Say I'm a lawyer. Apart from the lawyer services, so how do I expand the amount of jobs I get? So I can be a legal writer, meaning I can write, because on this platform, as I said writing, there are a lot of quantity in writing. So I can be a writer in the legal category. So that means I can, apart from my, because there's an opportunity for you to create up to 3 profiles on this platform. So there's an opportunity for you to offer more than one skill, basically, on this platform. So that's using Upwork as an example now. So I can call myself, I'm a lawyer, that's my major category. So my other category, I can say I'm also a legal writer. So this is me just thinking of how you can expand the amount of opportunities you have access to. Because as a legal writer, because I'm a lawyer, I'm a practitioner, so if you tell me to write an article on law, I will write it because it's what I do. So doing that, it increases the jobs I can offer. So apart from me offering my normal lawyer consultancy, law services, meaning I can also offer legal writing services. So just in that category too, if I need to add other skills, I can add them. So if I'm an accountant, I can offer, maybe I can learn branding if I want to, or I can learn digital marketing if I want to, or if I don't want, then, just the idea is just expanding or increasing the amount of opportunities you have access to. So, which is something that increases the amount of jobs you can offer, the amount of jobs you can do on this platform. So that's one way to go about it. So in conclusion, as I said, there are a lot of opportunities. I recently saw, I'm currently learning from some people. I recently saw some freelancers or some people who are working on this platform I'm trying to learn from. One of them has made $3 million on Upwork. That's on that platform so far. Another one has made $1 million. He has made $1 million on the platform. And another lady that I'm currently following and learning from her articles and learning from her tweets. I follow her on Twitter too. I just learned from what she says. She makes 200,000 USD per year on the platform. So these are people that are giving us the possibilities of, and I also have a mentor who is a Nigerian who has made more than 100, 200K on the platform. So that's 200K USD now. So it's telling us that there are opportunities on this platform we can leverage. We can leverage it part-time, leverage it full-time. So it's all about taking action. It's all about just expanding our opportunities and all like that. Then I have ebooks I've written on the topic for those who want to learn more. I have services I render. I have ebooks I've written. I have courses I created. I will drop my contacts for those who need to contact me. So my name is Gbenga Adebiyi. So I'll just drop my contact details and say thank you very much for the opportunity. I have ebooks. I have courses. And currently you can also, I do one-on-one sessions now, but when one-on-one sessions is now very, very scarce because I really don't have the time that much again. But if we can discuss that. I do one-on-one sessions. I have ebooks on the topic. I have courses you can take that just explains everything I've talked about in videos, in audios, in PDFs that you can watch and read. And I once have a student who just read my ebook and he has made more than $1,000. That's during the lockdown, he made more than $1,000 and he told me he only read my ebook. I was so impressed. I took him under personal one-on-one coaching for free because I don't do one-on-one coaching for free. But I was also impressed that he read only my ebook and was able to do that. And he had made over $1,000 on the platform. And I just believe that if he can do that with just my ebook, with coaching, he can do 10 times that. So my name is Gbenga Adebiyi. I'm dropping my contact details. You can contact me via mail, gbenga@gmail.com. Or you can contact me via Twitter. That's at Gbenga BE. That's for Twitter. Or you can contact me via WhatsApp. +234 810 286 6368 via WhatsApp. are my contact details. It's been an honor. I really
Sorry,
appreciate the opportunity.
I just want to ask one small question.
Yeah. Please ask away.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for taking our time to break down this this whole, opportunity to us. We're grateful. Yeah. So what I want to find out is how do you scale? Because basically the capacity, your propensity to make more depends on how you are able to scale. So are there with these remote working opportunities or freelancing opportunities, is it possible that there are also tools or softwares that can help you scale so you can have multiple jobs at the same time? Especially like you said now, there are certain jobs you can take. For example, if you're into graphics or you are into writing, a particular gig or a job can take X amount of your hours. And so if you have by a plan to say, you want to scale to do 10 jobs or 20 jobs within a time frame, it means that your human ability will become a limitation, basically. And that is what technology is also trying to help us to do, to scale so that we can reach more people and do more within less. So as an expert in this field, do you know of any possibilities or softwares, platforms that can help people scale their productivity even as they take these jobs? Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. I love that question. Basically, scaling, it's possible, and scaling, remember I talked about people who are doing 200K per year on the platform, people who are doing 100K, 500K, $1 million thereabouts. So how did they do it? So what I've learned is that they've learned to outsource. So that's one important secret, because our time is limited. We only have 24 hours in a day. So what if I have a job that requires me to input 50 hours in a day? How do I input 50 hours from just my 24 hours? So what if I hire 3 people and they input 20 hours each, or 15 hours each? That's 50 hours. So scaling means you must learn how to outsource and still manage quality and maintain because reputation is everything on this platform. So even working online. So scaling means you must learn how to outsource. Scaling means you must also learn how to use productivity tools, productivity apps. We have Slack, we have the Asana, Trello that manage that for project management. We have Slack for communication. You can even use WhatsApp group if they are effective for communication. So scaling, basically for an example for me, I was working with an international company last year. We ended our contract. And at the time I realized I needed more people to work with me. So I hired them. So the beauty is this: you're working with them, you're hiring in USD, and Nigeria, one of the disadvantages of what is happening currently in Nigeria concerning labor is also an advantage if you can flip it over. People have a lot of time, and some of them are skilled enough and they have time on their hands. So if, say, I got a job, okay, basically using my example, continue to use my example last year, the job was basically on research. So it's a research job and research and compilation that I do every day. At the time when I realized I needed more hands, I could not handle it because of the demand, so to say, I got more hands, as in I got about 6 people working with me. So all I do was to just maintain quality. So that's now 7 people doing the job of 1 person. So it was easily shared among the 7 people. That's our key results. Our deliverables was easily shared among the 7. And my own job was just to maintain quality. My own job is to go through what the 6 have done by the day and just ensure that, this still maintains the quality standard I'm delivering to my company, my product manager every day. So scaling means learn how to outsource, learn how to use productivity apps. Thank you. I don't know if I've been able to answer that question very well.
Thank you so much. That has brought a lot of clarity. Just to push a little further, do you outsource locally or you still outsource on those apps? Or
Well, basically, basically, I can outsource on those apps, but I just try to, as I said in my profile, one of the things I've been doing is to ensure I support, youths in Nigeria. So I outsource locally. I can outsource on the platform and I get quality people, but in my aim to support, because the 6 people I supported, some of them were my family members, some of them were my friends that work with me. I still maintain my, don't use personal, which separated personal from business. But to say I've been able to support youths around me, so I hire locally. But yes, you can also hire internationally. You can use those same platforms, even as she says that she used Upwork to hire. You can. I have there's a story of the guy I was talking about when I was mentioning one of the platform, Fiverr. Let me give you the story in details because of this question. So he got a job. He already had people who worked with him on Fiverr, Pakistani guys. So he got a job. The client needed something, and luckily for him, he had a Pakistani guy who had a sample of that same thing the client needed. So I'm just giving you the secret of how he was able to complete that job in 10 minutes. The $100 gig I said he got in 10 minutes. So he got a client who needed his service. He got people on that same platform who was able to offer that same service. So he linked them up. He was the middleman. He collected the job. Oh, this is what the client wanted. He submitted to the client. He got paid the $100 for that particular gig for 10 minutes. And he paid the Pakistani guy less than $10. So he was able to, without doing anything, make $90 net profit. So thank you. Any other question? So because I'm about to go. Any question? Have I been able to answer your question very well, Mr. Chukwueke? Okay, if there are no questions, thank you very much everyone for having me. I've dropped my details. I've
Thank
dropped
you.
I've dropped my contact details. So I have ebooks, I have courses, I have one-on-one sessions that I do. I guide people, as I said. The demand for my time just requires that one-on-one session is very, very rare now because I really don't have the time. But you can take the courses I've created. You can go through my ebook alone. My ebook alone is very, very self-explanatory. So you can get them and they get you where you want to be. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been nice having you.
All right, thank you very much, Gbenga. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. God bless you, man. Thanks. I appreciate your time and your effort and all of your investments in us. Thank you very much, man. Thanks.
Thank you for having me. So bye. Have a lovely weekend.
All right. Thank you.